I'm gonna tell you.
Coming to you from probably somewhere in Mississippi, guys talking about sports and stuff. And call them Ray and Rodney or Rodney and Ray. Anyway, it's the R&R show.
Come on, mate. Come on, mate.
Your bud is mine.
Hold on. Let me put my name down. Oh, that was a quick one. My bad. That was a short one. My bad. I thought that was the long version. Hey, we here though.
Yeah, we here. What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on?
That was bad.
Trying to get this thing set up on my telephone. No, but that's what she said. You so funny.
Who said what now?
Chin. Talking crazy already.
I don't got no comments up there yet. What are you talking about?
He said, "Yo, butt." He said that's what she said. You ain't funny.
Nobody got time for Ken yet.
Ain't nobody got time.
But it ain't showed me nothing yet on the destination, so I don't know what's going on with that. Let me post something to see. Okay, go ahead, get going, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. What's up? What up, Chan? I guess you get a cookie for being the first one in the gum on the show. But anyway, excuse me. So what?
I gotta go through this. I can't see no comments on the screen.
Okay, I got them all. And he said, "How about them Cowboys?" Well, how about them? Anyway, welcome to the R&R show. I'd like to thank all of y'all for tuning in, watching, sharing, subscribing, following on YouTube, MeToo, WeTube, Facebook, Spotify, Yadify, Todify. What else we got? Twitter.
The tank.
Thank y'all for showing us all that love, man. Thank y'all for showing us love. And if you know somebody who ain't doing the same, tell them to tell their mom, them to tell their mom, them to tell their mom, them. Who else, man?
Daddy, if he's still around.
Tell their daddy if he's still around, but he may be coming real soon because he's getting fired up. That my camera went.
The camera went.
But if he ain't around yet, he on his way because Thanksgiving is right around the corner. This is the R&R show. Oh, well. Hey, by the way, I'm Ray.
Oh, there you go. And I am Rodney. And
for those who cannot read.
Let me tell you how we're going to get started.
What up, Solo? What up, Tony? What's going on? Hey, Chen, are you a Laker fan? You smell like a Laker fan. You look like a Laker fan. Yes, we hitting the NBA. We get it out. Oh my God. What's up, Fuzz? Man, what is it? Nothing but Cowboy fans falling up in here tonight. Cowboy fans. I ain't seen y'all all year.
We'll be waiting on you, girl.
Wait, get what? We finna talk about NBA before we start talking about football. So get you some.
Hey, check this out real quick. For all of the Facebook users, I just put a link in the comment. For some reason, the streaming service we use and changed their some permission stuff and whatnot. So go over there and click the link so we can see y'all comments, and then it'll be easy for us to see y'all. But we started. Chet already going in. We started with the NBA today. So this is what we finna do. We finna hit a little bit because we super excited. I watched the game. Who did I watch? I watched a little bit of the Grizzlies game. I watched some of that Laker trash on the first night. And I'm ready, man. I'm ready. It actually feels close to normal with the season starting now. Football season rolling, college rolling, the pandemic era.
Rolling.
Now, hold up. The pandemic era of broadcasting and being out in public is a little bit pushed back. But now, the pandemic is still going on. But we know how to deal with it a little bit better. Most of us do.
Mike Larry in the house. What's up, Mike Larry?
No. Hey, it's Tony from Columbus too.
Yes, sir. What up, Tony? Tony said, "You know me. It's bruh man."
Let me tell you this too, Ray. We have a celebrity watching right now.
Who we got?
For Fox Channel 13, Jeremy Pierre himself. You might not know who Jeremy Pierre is, but everybody in Memphis, they know who Jeremy Pierre is. Mr. Pierre. Hey man, I appreciate that. No man, he just gave us a big what's up, bro. Hey, Jeremy, go ahead and share us, man, because he needs a bit more exposure. He's a big time newsman up here. All the information comes from my boy Jeremy. So this is who we find out on everything.
Well, guess what? Y'all might know Jeremy Pierre from Memphis Fox 13, but I know him as Mike Larry. Hey, he might be now. This Mike Larry right here might be famous in Memphis. Mike Larry, the lover man. Thank you for tuning in, dog.
Come on, now, right? Come
on. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, everybody, hit the share button for me, please. Everybody, hit the share button. Hey, so what? So what you want to what you did you forget to claim some of the shafts? I sure did. The work texting me, but look here. Where you want to go with basketball, man? Let's go with it.
I want to go back to Jeremy Pierre. We talking about two different dudes with the same funny name.
Yeah.
Bruh, do you know? I thought that was actually the Jeremy Pierre from Memphis. Hey man, look, this is too wild.
So kids, say no to drugs. Say no to drugs.
That's how it's his name. I'm thinking it's Fox 13, but okay, Mr. Pierre, go ahead and share us while you on on the stream. So go ahead and shut up, my brother. But look, where we going with the basketball, bro? Because I done seen some horrible basketball, and I've seen some entertaining basketball.
I got a question. I got a question. I know what we talked about before we started, before we went live, but I have a question. Is it too early to hit the panic button for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets? Both haven't won a game. Both starting 0-3.
For the Lakers, no. Simply because they ain't got crap, bro. Like, it's horrible. The Lakers look like they have never played basketball a day in their life. I don't even think they've been in contention in any game they've played. That's what I'm saying on like.
Well, Sunday they were in contention, and actually they were winning by 17 points against who was that? Was that Portland? And then they blew the lead.
Oh yeah, it was, and that's the game when West went down and shot that. Dude, man, look, that is one thing that I'm looking at, and it's just like, bro, you got to do something, because it's not looking good. It's not gonna look good. I don't see them winning any games worth anything if they keep looking like this, and it ain't because it's basically it's a missing aspect. It's they missing something, and until they get it right.
Hold up, do you know what they're missing?
What they missing? You tell me.
Chanton just told you. In a sense, Chanton said, I want to know who put together the Lakers roster, because can't nobody shoot straight trash. They do not have a shooter. That's their problem. That has always been their problem. They don't have a shooter.
They need 2 or 3. They need 2 or 3. And through the past 2 seasons, they let all of their potential and great shooters, good shooters, leave, or they trade them away. And now they stuck with names that's good with other people as opposed to names that's good by themselves. And that's going to hurt them all the way. Now, jump over here.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about Kanye. that's your bro right there too, Kanye West. That's your bro.
I'm looking at
Appreciate that, Mike Larry.
We're gonna go ahead and get that. Going over to Brooklyn, I don't think it's too early for the panic button. You got a dude that ain't played basketball in basically a year and a little bit. He got to get his feet back under him. He got to get back going. And I mean, it's just gonna take a minute for him to get together. So I'm not hitting the panic button per se, but if they keep going like they are now, I'm a little nervous. Like I'm seeing some improvement, but I'm not seeing enough to actually be like, oh, okay, now it's the team we thought they was gonna be. So like I said, I'm not hitting the panic button, but I'm a little nervous.
Well, I tell you what, I say it's too early to hit the panic button on both of them because it's an 82-game season, and we know how things can get turned around. Movements can be made, trades here and there, and then the third. But to address what you said about the guy that just getting his feet under him and haven't played in a year, whatever, that's no excuse. That is no excuse. You talking about what's the name? Come on, man. Ben Simmons. You talking about Ben Simmons? No. Him not being a part of the game not because of injury. Nothing was wrong with his feet. So I ain't talking about his feet being under him and whatnot. There's no excuse. I do not care about that. No, that is no excuse. We're talking about playing basketball. We're not talking about the phobia of him being booed. There's no excuse for him to play the way he's been playing. He's been out long enough. He's been out long enough to not be playing like this.
I'll tell you like this. I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But the mental aspect for him hadn't clicked yet. And that's what his problem is. The mental aspect has not clicked yet. He still got to get back to the mood that's like it's basketball, and I'm going out here to be a basketball player and to be there and to be contributing to the team. It hadn't clicked for him yet. I ain't saying it ain't gonna click. I'm not blaming his skills. He can't play because he in his head still.
But I would accept that if he was still in Philly.
I think he's still shell shot, dude. For real, I think he's still shell shot. I mean, I don't think that he knows how to get out of it. And I understand all what you're saying. I get it, but I just think it's just a weird spot for somebody that's been that dude, and then to go to have the issue that he had off the court, even on the court with some of his players off the court, and then he come back. Like it's gonna take a minute to get his mind back into whatever he's doing. He hasn't seen no environments in training camp. Don't count. This stuff don't affect him.
I think. Even though I don't give him a pass on the way he's been playing, starting out or whatnot, but I feel like this team will be okay because chemistry. Chemistry means a lot. They need to get some games under their belt, get used to playing with each other. As long as Kyrie don't go off the deep end and want to take a break because a young lady over in Minnesota somewhere put the wrong color on her fingernail and he want to protest or something like that. Something crazy, some excuse for him to take time off. So long as he do what he do and be there.
Look, I want you to hear what some of our favorite listeners said. Tony from Columbus said, same pressure is in New York. You gotta remember that's the basketball mecca. Like I get it. But it hasn't got to him yet, though, Tony. So
because not one person booed him yet.
Ain't nobody got on his butt yet. I get it, but they ain't got there yet. Chang said, I need a job on ESPN because the excuse he has for being needs to be heard nationwide. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling and what I see. I think it's there right now. Now, anytime you got a player like that can't get out his own way, I'm gonna throw a stat at you, and he's gonna tell you he can't get out his own way. This dude got 17 points in 4 games. Guess how many fouls he got? 14.
But Ben Simmons is not a scorer. He's a point guard.
His
job is to facilitate.
Has he been facilitating? Okay then. Okay, then his way. He can't do other stuff to try to be. It's gonna come. I think it's gonna come. I'm with you. I think it's gonna come. I think that chemistry's gonna come together. And as long as KD ain't called a cupcake or a snake through the season, and as long as
he definitely been fouling.
Yeah, he been fouling.
Did you see the foul that that John Morant baited him into last night?
Did you see what John Morant said about it? That's another thing we need to get on. Are the Grizzlies for real? Do you think they're for real? Do you think they can go deeper than last year?
Yes, they have to keep. Yes.
Last year is the finals, right?
Yes, this team is capable of doing the same thing that they did last year and going further. Just as long as they don't run into the Golden State Warriors, because they will repeat.
I will say, as long as they don't run into injuries, I still think, and I don't have a dog in no fight in the NBA. I just watch it and I can follow. I still think the Grizzlies haven't had those 2 injuries, they would have beat Golden State. And I'm gonna take it. I know what everybody said, man, you crazy, this is that. They was there. John Morant was hurt the last game. He figured out that he could close the game toward the end of that game. He won before he got hurt. And he had a dude injured that was a big part of that team, or that squad. I'm gonna take that with me to the grave. I think they would have beat Golden State in what we saw going forward.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not gonna revisit that. I'm not gonna revisit that because we already debated that. And I know where you stand on it, and I still disagree. Because the game is about adjustments. Because I feel like Golden State would have adjusted to that. I do. But to answer your question again, yes, I really feel like they can repeat and going deep into the playoffs again. Just like Tony just said, they got playoff experience. And you got to remember also, this is a team that also played very, very well without Ja Morant when Ja was out for like 20 games. And they still went on their winning streak or whatnot. So I really feel good about this team in the West. Now, there's a team that I feel like, health pending, that I really feel like we need to watch. And I really feel like they're going to be all right. I say watch the Pelicans this year. I really feel like, because with the acquisition, with CJ McCollum on the team,
I'm with you.
Yeah. Look with CJ McCollum playing along with Zion and Ingram, and you got what's his name coming off the bench? Lance coming off the bench. Dude, they gotta. I feel like this team can make the playoffs, and I see them being one of the top 5 when it come playoff time, barring injuries. So that's one team that I'm keeping my eye on. Yep, the Pelicans. Watch them.
Yeah. Now, I would tell you something about that. I'm not to everybody is they came up today in the conversation I heard, and they was talking about, oh man, I think they figured it out. They got everything they need. When they talking about Portland, I'm still not sold on Portland.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
I'm not sold on Portland.
I'm sorry because you.
I got to see one.
No, because Dame on fire. Yes, they are 3-0 right now. What 3-0 or 4-0 right now? But I'm telling you, I said in the beginning of the show, it's an 82 game season, and this dude ain't gonna be able to tote that the entire season by himself. So no, he need more. He need more help. I'm sorry, he do.
Yeah, he do. Now, as far as everybody else, I mean, I really do not see a whole lot of change coming in what it was last year. And then this, I think this is the biggest part when the 10 teams get to go to the playoffs come into effect, because you got more teams that might get hot toward the end that make it into the playoffs and might get at that first round. And right now, it's hard to say, oh, they just garbage, they ain't gonna make it to the playoffs, because a garbage record can get you into the play-in.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing right now. So I'm good with what I've seen from last year to this year. I don't think there's any team that I would count out of the major players from last year. The way you would say, right. I think everything is going to be kind of right now where it's at. It's looking good going forward. Now, like you said, we still got 7-8 games to go. So it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, but I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. So that's that on the NBA. The NBA.
Right. That's why we got an NBA. Hey, appreciate the participation. Hey, hold on one second. Let's address some of these comments before we move on. It's just Dame time, but it's nobody else time on that team. That's just what I just said. Chanton said Draymond punched his teammate, and it's a better chemistry on that team. You are exactly right. I'm just saying. All right. Hey, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me grab this over here right quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We're going in NFL. Give me 1 second.
Talk about you. Hey, y'all. We're leaving. Go get a prop because it's NFL time, and he don't really want to talk about it. Hey, let me know who I can wait to get back. Big man. But I'm so glad you here. I'm so glad you here. Hey, right?
And we're back.
What's up? Just showed up.
Who just showed up, man? Hey, D! DG! DG in the house. What's going on?
You called on in here. Woo! What's up, baby? Hey, she went to a game. Was that this weekend? Or last weekend you went to a game? That was what's up. They went to see the 49ers somewhere.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta. It was in Atlanta. That's right. It was in Atlanta. Good deal. Good deal.
I want to know, have she seen this?
I knew you were going to do it. I just want to know. Hey, man. Tell me what kind of shoes you got on. Wow.
I call them flow burners.
Because they're just going to slide. She said, not funny, man. Look, man. This is what we finna do. This is what we finna do. We finna hit the NFL for a little bit. And we going to hit on a couple of things. So I think we kind of hit the last show. We kind of hit our surprises and disappointments for the season. And now we're going to change it up a little bit because we didn't go back and watch and see any notes or nothing. So we finna go into the quarterbacks of surprises and disappointment. Surprises being on the good side, disappointment being on the bad side. So we're going to start with the NFC. The NFC. Who you got for a surprise? Because it might take me a second.
Hold on, let me turn my camera back on. Now I tell you. Okay, the NFC.
NFC. Who you got?
Surprises. As far as surprises, I mean, honestly, I have to go with Jalen Hurts right now of how he's managing the game. No, he's not putting up the Lamar Jackson numbers, and I ain't talking about the last two games, Lamar Jackson type numbers. But I'm talking, he's managing the game very, very well. His select when he do have to pass, it have progressed. He takes care of the ball. I mean, so right now, what he's doing right now, as far as running the ball and passing the ball, I feel like that's my surprise right now.
Okay,
because I look for him to take the next step, but I didn't see these type of results coming. Them being undefeated right now as a result of that.
Now I would say, as if I had to pick a surprise with what I got in my head, I would not have picked Jalen Hurts for the simple fact that I'm like you. I saw him going to the next level, and the fact that he's the person he was. We saw it in that last.
Yeah. I was kind of like, I want to do over. Tony from Mississippi, I want to do over.
It's my turn. So I'm going to Skip. I'm going to go with Daniel Jones. And the reason I'm going with Daniel Jones is because even though his game has been kind of brought down a little bit, the expectation of him trying to be that dude has been come down a little bit. His role is not as big as it was the prior 2 years.
Why?
I think he stepped in. Well, I can tell you why. I think he stepped into that role that he is now of just keeping it on the road, not expecting to do too much, and using his legs to his advantage. I think that is the biggest surprise for me at quarterback because of how that team is going and how he's playing. Because it was last year, we could just call this dude a dog. Like, you this crap. Like, they even on schedule. Like, everybody thought it was a bye week. Every game bye week when you play the Giants. And they got weapons around them, even though they still need one or two, but they still got Saquon that showed up like his rookie year.
That's
that
why
made the difference.
That's why
pressure off of him.
That's why. I mean, it's not because Saquon showed up like it's his rookie year. It's because Saquon is there. Period. Daniel Jones haven't had him, so a healthy Saquon that takes the ball out of Daniel Jones and that takes pressure away from him. That's why I wouldn't. That's why I kind of disagree with him being a surprise. Now, my do-over is Geno Smith is balling. Geno Smith is balling.
I'm gonna say he's
balling.
And I'm gonna say he's a close second to Jalen Hurts for the simple fact that Geno has never really been a bad player. And that's why he's never really been a bad player. He never really it's not a surprise to me, but he just never been in the right situation.
Nope. So he never have had the talent around him like he got on this team. And I'm talking about weapons at the receiver position.
Even outside of that, every situation he's been in has never been for a quarterback. For what he's been in. When he was with the Jets, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. So he's been a journeyman backup, and he just never had a shot to get where he's at. And now when he got a shot, dude balling. I can't take it from him. I'm not with it.
Hey, can you tell me one wide receiver that he had when he was in New York? Name me one wide receiver.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think.
Exactly.
I can't.
This dude got Tyler Lock. This dude got Metcalf, and Metcalf just went down. I don't know the severity of his injury Sunday, but he went down. He had a couple weeks. But dude, look what he's doing. Look what he's doing. So it was that made it very easy. Pete Carroll knew something, and it makes him look like a genius when he told Russell Wilson, "Oh, okay, go ahead, bye."
That's gonna go into my defense problem. All right, look, they're gonna go into my AFC side. Don't put a spy by there. No. So who you got for your biggest disappointment in the NFC?
My biggest disappointment at the quarterback position. Hold on. I got a coin. Heads Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Tails Tom Brady.
Hey,
both of them.
If we ain't gonna talk about these fuckers too long, I'm gonna add one in there. Whoever quarterback in New Orleans Saints at the time, and that's gonna be them three at the bottom. Whoever quarterback in the Saints, Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, they can fight for the garbage juice at this point. That's all I got for them. That's all I got. So, no disagreement. We good. We ain't got to talk about it.
I'm good, man. You don't even have to elaborate, really. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. Look, what a difference Devontae Adams made. What a big difference Devontae Adams made. And that's all I got to say about that. Without Devontae Adams, this dude is lost. Tom Brady, he got so much going on in his life right now.
Man, look, let me
carrying out on the field.
Let me just throw this on Tom Brady. Tom Brady is holding Tampa Bay hostage, all because of his ego. And when he retired last year, or when it came out that he didn't put it out, that he retired last year, that started this ego trip. He went back and said, I'm doing this my way. Ain't nobody going to put my news out when I want to put out. I'm coming back. And when I come back, I want you to take him out the head coach job, put him in the head coach job, put him in the front office, and then give me this dude on this offensive line. Give me this, give me that. He got everything he wanted. And then when he finally realized that he don't, because he ain't got the stuff that he had last year. And you can go whatever you want. It happens to every old quarterback. One year they looking great. The next year they done lost everything they had. So that, when you throw in the personal life stuff, he should have not have come back. He shouldn't have come back. And everybody's like, and then he sit there and gonna say, well, yeah, I mean, the way I'm feeling, I can keep on playing. For who? Who's gonna keep you? Because Tampa Bay is stupid if they keep you around another year. And he was like, well, no telling, I might play again next year. Now you won't play for Tampa Bay. Not a 1,000 times. I promise you, you won't be playing for Tampa Bay. You got
that right.
So, did Rodgers have a great receiver when he won a Super Bowl?
I'm looking that up. I'm about to tell you right now.
Yeah, come on now, Tony. Come on, Tony. And then they had a great defense. Come on, Tony. You gotta go on. Come on, look it up, right? What we got?
What was that? That was 2011, right?
Man, it could have been 1911 longer, man.
Mm-hmm. But hey, I like what somebody said something about Kirk Cousins. I do like what Kirk Cousins is doing right now, but I can't trust him in the long stretch.
But that's what Kirk Cousins do. Kirk Cousins ain't doing nothing special. Go look at what Kirk Cousins does. He does this every year. He has a decent year. That's the Kirk Cousins that got that guaranteed contract.
Hey Tony, does this? I just want to know, do this fall under your definition of great receiver? Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson.
That dude.
I just want to know, does that fall under what you were saying? Hey, you remember James Jones? I forgot all about that guy.
He did have James Jones.
Yep.
And,
but those are some of the I think those receivers right there are good enough to win the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, they were, because they did. Hey D, tell me why he never get your respect. Yeah, we finna go to the AFC defense.
Whenever you got a what's your a cat phrase like, you like that? You shouldn't get no respect. All right, AFC.
Biggest surprise.
I don't think there is one. Because everybody in the AFC that's playing really, really great are expected to play like that.
You can't even, and then this is the thing, you can't even put the Jets quarterback in there because he's not playing great.
Nope.
He just playing.
That's a collective effort. That's a collective effort. And I'm enjoying watching it.
No, Tony, it's a good team game. They got a team squad and they doing what they supposed to do. That dude ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. And yes, you are right. We're gonna go back to this the last thing on there. Packers should have let Aaron Rodgers go last year when he threw that temperature. You are absolutely right. Both of them dudes are holding their team captive. Now, AFC, I'm not comfortable to put nobody out there as a surprise because, like Ray saying, everybody is doing what they're supposed to do. That's at the top. Okay, that's at the top. So, that's a rough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Now, man, I guess if you got to pick one, though.
It's about Jacoby Brissett. That's who we talking about.
Who is Jacoby?
Jacoby Brissett. For the Browns. That we talking about.
You got to get out of the division, baby. You talking about Jacoby Brissett? If you talking about Jacoby Brissett, no, man. No. As a surprise.
Zappy Main. They call him Dr. Z. But Tony, we are talking about 2.5 games.
And then we talking about a game last night.
They figured him. The Bears figured him out real quick because I was like, "Look, right? Hey, y'all, check this out. No lie, this is the honest God truth. I was watching that game last night. Tony know I was watching that game. What's up, Mario? What's going on with you? But look, I was watching that game last night. He took Jones out and put Zappy in, right? That dude came in on 5, 2 touchdowns, bam, bam. I was like, man, I see where this game going. Hey, babe, you want to watch a movie? Bet. So we started watching a movie. I never looked back. Fell asleep on the couch. Woke up at 1:30 this morning. I was like, oh, let me check the score of the game. How did it turn out? Babe, they never scored again. Oh my God. So, do we really want to go with Zappy right now?
Not going with Zappy because of the 4 quarters. No, sir. Now look, these are probably doing better than Baker did.
Who?
Everybody would have did better than Baker did.
Oh, that's not hard to do.
It's not.
I'm just saying that's not hard to do.
If that's the metric, if that's the line you're using, well, okay, I'm gonna give you that one, but that's not the right line. Everybody did better than he did. Now,
no, we're not doing that. He's better than Baker, but he's not playing. You know, I'm just saying.
So now, if we go to the work, because I mean, that's the AFC is hard to pick. It really is. It's really hard to pick. There are no real surprises, and the team that is doing better than what everybody thought, it's a collective effort. It's a collective effort. So we jump over to the worst.
Hey, but before we move on, I'm gonna give you the stats of the quarterbacks for the Jets right now. Okay.
And remember,
Joe Flacco. He played 3 games, and he's like leading in yards for this team. He only played 3 games. You got Zach Wilson, who only played 4 games with let's see, 693. Oh yeah, by the way, Flacco got 901, 5 touchdowns and 3 picks. We got who's that? Braden Mann.
Yeah, he did play. Flacco.
I mean, 1 attempt, and then you got Barrow, somebody else that only got 1 attempt. So Zach Wilson and Joe Flacco. No quarterback from the Jets is a surprise.
They just ride on the bus. That's all I can tell you.
Pretty much. And then Joe Flacco passing at 58%. Just saying.
Hey, got a big shout out. The other artist showed up. All right, he's late, but he's here. He's late, but he's here. What's up? Look at you, came in not Ray camera. Look, then where we finna go to the worst quarterback in the AFC. Biggest disappointment.
I'm gonna go. It's too easy, so I'm gonna let you have it. It's too easy.
I'm gonna say Russell Wilson. You know I'm finna say Russell Wilson. I'm finna say Russell Wilson because I thought he would be better than this. And that's not being better than this is not much. This dude is missing wide open people. And I heard something the other day that made all the sense in the world. You said it earlier. You said Pete Carroll he saw something and figured something out. He knew when Russ said that, I think it was an underground plan. Go and get your money, boy, because you ain't finna get it here. And he let him go. There was no fight in Russell Wilson leaving. It was for a reason that everybody is seeing right now. Russ has no scramble ability, which is what his bread and butter is or was when he was in Seattle. He never had an offensive line in Seattle. Nope. He gets to where he actually has an offensive line, and he can't go through progressions to find the right guy. Even when he finds the right guy, he overthrowing him, underthrowing him, or throwing it wide. The game that last week the last game he played in, and the dude was wide open in the end zone, he never even looked his way, and everybody else was covered. And he threw a pick.
Yep. And he's done that. He's done that on numerous occasions.
Numerous. Now he said the worst. Now it ain't the worst quarterback. It's the biggest surprise.
Nope. And the biggest disappointment. Trubisky is who we know him to be.
But she talking about. She said
I know
still
she.
she said both of them.
Oh, you talking about Pickett? Man, you can't expect Pickett to come in and play like Josh Allen.
I'm gonna tell you where they messed up. If that's your quarterback going forward, and you finna make him your quarterback going forward, you do not let him sit behind Trubisky. You put him in. You teach from that point on. You watch this season as a loss because the only reason y'all was winning that first game because of your defense, because of TJ. He gone. When he come back, they may be back in it, but it's gonna take a lot for as far as winning game because they see it was trash. You put that dude in from the jump, and as much as I hate to do that to a rookie quarterback, that's what you got to do because that's today's game. Put him in from the jump. Take your losses. Next year he's gonna be that dude. You can't put him in there and say, "Hey man, go clean up his mess," because that's bad on his part. Now he got to do that. Now, Tannehill sucks. We all knew that. Not surprised. We all knew about. We just talked about Russell Wilson. B said Derek Carr is slumping too. I would say Derek Carr is where he always is. He is back. He is enough. They done lost some games that should have been. They could have won easily. Like it should have been. It was a flip of a coin.
That wasn't on him. Actually,
it wasn't on him. Exactly, it wasn't on him. So I'm surprised where he is. Now, Tony throws out the hot take, and he says, kind of surprised at Lamar a little bit.
I
agree.
Look, I don't agree. Lamar had the 2 bad games. The last 2 games Lamar had was subpar. Starting out the season, all the games before that, even the games that they lost, wasn't even on him. It was one game against Miami. He drove them down the field for a potential winning field goal. It's just that their defense is trash.
The defense is trash. Me and Ray can score in the secondary. Now look, I will go back. I will amend it. I'm gonna agree with you because this is the thing that threw everybody out. This is what threw everybody out. His first 2 games was MVP caliber. His first 2 games, this dude looked like Tecmo Bowl with Bo Jackson. No joke. The next 2, he was good, but right there. Like you said, the last 2 games have been his worst 2 games.
Yeah.
His defense sucks. So he didn't get on the field the amount of time that he should be getting on the field. Because everybody's scoring on the field. All you gotta do is throw it deep. That's all you gotta do is throw it deep. So now, B, I'm glad you brought that up. I forgot about Tua. And I'm not gonna put him up there as a surprise, but I'm gonna put him up there as a possible because Tua came in and he got some weapons and he's utilizing his weapons and they've opened them up. Before, we kind of didn't really know what Tua had because they dumbed down the plays, they dumbed down the throws, they made it keep it in the road style. And
you talking about in the past, right?
Yeah, in the past.
Okay.
But now they're like, hey, bro, time to do it. Let's go. We got to see what you got. And he didn't perform. He didn't do what they asked him to do. Now, outside of saying no, but outside of that, he is doing what he's supposed to do. So I had him up there as like, man, it's a big drive. But at the end, it's just a continuation of last year, and they just took the reins off him and see what he can do, and he do what he's supposed to do. Especially he got receivers that's actually in tune with him. Like that's you want to see some people in tune. That's it. Now the other part.
Let me get the shout out in right quick. What up, Michael Cantrell? What up, Craig? Thank y'all for coming in, dog. Man, I'm talking about Cowboy fans coming out the wazoo right now. But let me find y'all in December. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Rod.
Let me go back to because we'll be there. But you know how I am. Anyway, the other thing about Tua is he done had like 856 drop interceptions. Watch Tua play. He gets second chances more than any quarterback I have seen in the league. I don't know if it's snot on the ball or what. When the DB jump his routes or he throw the ball low or inside when it should have been outside, it's like the DBs aren't ready for that and they drop passes or they miss picks.
You know why? You know why they able to jump his routes?
Tell me
Because Tua have one of the weaker arms in the league. He's not a strong arm quarterback.
now,
Not.
that's been part of the reason why his receivers are looking so good because they come back to the ball. They know this, and they come back. Go look at all the big plays that they had as receivers. You never see them catch the ball out in front of them running. It's a back shoulder play, or it's a comeback where they have to turn around, they have to cut their route short and come back to the ball. That's the part that's going to end up getting him at some point. When they get up on the real defensive back, they got their hands and all about jumping them because it's going to happen. Now, can he?
Larry Riley, I want you to go ahead and log off right now. You just lost your R and R card. I want you to log off for that statement.
Yeah. Hey, Larry Riley, you just said a Kanye statement. That's what we got to segue.
No, let's go ahead and get these picks in right quick. Let's go and get the picks in right quick.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Hey, let me put this up before we do these picks, right? Before we do these picks, because this is the strangest thing I have seen in a long time. It's only one game this week where both teams have a winning record. One game. And let me tell you who, if you had thought about this schedule going down, that you wouldn't have picked them to have a winning record this week. It's the Giants and the Seahawks. That is the only game this week where both teams have a winning record. Right.
Hey, dude, you can actually throw the Jets in there.
Well, no. Both teams gotta have a winning record. The Jets playing somebody with a loser. No, they're not. They playing. The Jets are playing. No, the Jets are playing the Patriots. Right. They 5-2 versus 3-4. So what? Every other game is a lopsided type game, or both teams have losing records. And nobody picked the Giants or Seattle to have winning record at this point. Nobody. So we're going to go ahead and pick them. But before that, we're going to go ahead and give our week 6 results. I had the Cowboys-Eagles game.
Hey, man, you ain't got no music? You ain't got no music?
I got to go back. So we're going to go back.
Oh, don't worry about it. Go ahead. Go.
I'm going to pick. I don't have my loaded up. So we're going with that. I had the Cowboys-Eagles, and I picked the Eagles. I got it right. Ray had Chiefs-Bills, and with the flip of a coin, he picked the Bills, and he got it right. The bonus game was Bama and Tennessee. And
Hold on one second. Michael Cantrell, you still in here? Tony from Columbus, Mississippi, are you still in here?
So we both picked Tennessee. So there you go. We got all 3 of them right. So we got some money. Keep it in your pocket because that might won't happen but once more this season. So now
right.
we finna go to the NFL pick 'em this week. And I mean, every game I look at, dude,
I'm looking at this. There are not any good games this week.
With the exception of 2.
The Giants and the Seahawks.
And I want to see this one. The 49ers and the Rams.
Man, stab yourself in the neck, man.
I want to see this is why I want to see it. I want to see how each team is going to react to where they are right now.
I tell you what, I'll let you pick that game.
I ain't picking that crap. Hey, look, man. For real. Let's go ahead. We're going to make the Giants Seahawks the bonus game because that's the best one. Bet. Okay. Giants versus Seahawks.
I'm going with the Giants.
Okay, you going with the Giants? I'm going with the Giants. Even though they are in Seattle, we both going Giants. That's the bonus game. Now, the next game that we're gonna pick. You got one, Ray?
Actually, they did not give up way too much for Christian McCaffrey. When you got the money to spend, you're gonna live the high life. So we had the draft picks. So we had to spend. So was it a lot? No. Just saying.
You got it. That's it. The only game I see really worth picking that may be a close game, that's garbage. Now, Bill Belichick always gets up for the Patriots, for the Jets. I would say they get up for the Jets. That's going to be an interesting game because he gets up for the Jets. I don't know if his quarterback's going to make it though.
Hey, you know what I want to do? I tell you what game I want to do. I want to do. I'm. You know what? Somebody need to call your boy LA because I'm finna give his Washington Commanders some attention. Let's do the Washington Commanders versus the Indianapolis Colts. Let's do that. Because bottom feeders got to compete too.
So who you got?
The Colts are playing at home at 3-1 against the Washington Commanders, coming off a pretty surprising win against the Green Bay Packers. Can they do it against the Colts? The Colts just made a quarterback change today. Yesterday actually it was announced. So, man, I'm going with Washington, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing. They got the what's that quarterback? The boy from Princeton or wherever he from. They got him playing again.
Heineken.
You know what we're talking about. Heineken.
Heineken.
So okay. I'm going with the Washington Commanders on the road, man.
Okay. All right. Now, you got yours. I got mine. I like this game because I'm going to pick the upset. We got Cardinals versus Vikings.
What are they playing?
They play in Minnesota. I'm picking the Cardinals because I'm gonna see, and this might come out to be a bad pick, but I'm gonna see how our midget man up with his receiver now. Because this past week,
he force fed him. He gave him the ball like 9-10 times.
But now I want to see how this offense is gonna work now that you got options. Because before they could kind of see where you was going.
Oh, right. Because they picked up a buddy from the Cardinals also.
Yes, sir. So I'm going with the Cardinals over the Vikings as my game of the week. And I want y'all to look at something too. When you watch the Cardinals play, and you see what's this quarterback name, dude? Kyler Murray. When you see Kyler Murray, when he take out the running, I want to put this vision in your head. He looked like a toddler that stole his mama's phone and he running away from her with it. So when you see him take out the scrambling, just put that vision in your head of a kid taking her phone and running out, but you trying to catch him. And it's going to be the funniest thing ever.
Hey, check this out. I want you to put a side note beside your pick.
What that?
I'm going with Minnesota. Put that as a side note.
Minnesota, Ray. And then I want you to put a side note in your game. I'm going with Washington.
All right, look, I got a bonus for you.
Come on.
Hey, Tony, I want to know what you think about this one. It don't even have to be in our pick'ems, our personal pick'em, but I want to know what you think about Okie State and K-State. Oklahoma State 6-1, K-State, which is a surprise team to me in the Big 12 this year at 5-2. So I'm going with K-State with the upset. And they coming in the game with a 1.5 favorite. I still don't understand this half a point deal when it comes to Vegas or whatnot, but
so who minus 1.5 in that game?
K-State, they favorite.
Well, no, it ain't a surprise. They're supposed to win a tight game. They with you on this.
I didn't call it a surprise. I just called it an upset.
No, it's not an upset.
Why not?
They favored. They see the same thing you seeing. They favor.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was just looking at the rankings. You know, Oklahoma State ranked number 9 and K-State at 22. I mean, in the normal world, it's called an upset.
Yeah, in the normal world, it's upset. But them dudes in Vegas, they see exactly what you see. That's why they ain't put no money on it, because they know if they made it the other way, they would lose money in case they win the game. And that's why they put it so close. So yeah, they got you. They with you. So we're gonna hit this real fast, and then we're gonna get out of here because I'm hungry.
Man, what?
Riley, you had the Kanye West statement of the other day. I don't want to see nobody talk about Kanye. I don't want to see anybody rocking Kanye stuff. I don't even want to hear none of his old music at this point. Dude is choosing at this point to be disruptive and to be that dude that you want to talk about in that negative light. This is a choice. And I will fight anybody that say it's not a choice.
You say it's a choice? You talking about choice like Kanye said slavery was a choice? Ooh.
Right.
It's like that.
Right. You are at this point choosing to make enemies. And I want y'all to look at this. I'm gonna find it. When I find it, I promise I'm gonna add it to this. I'm gonna add it to our page. They said that he had beef with the South African comedian that hosts the Daily Show, the Daily Night Show on the Comedy Channel, Trevor. God, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Trevor.
They had beef. Okay, so now after that, what's up, man, Bush? Tell Troy he can watch too. Even though we finna go. Trevor said,
"What's up, B?
Why are you beefing with Kanye?" He's like, "Let me explain something to you. I'm not beefing with Kanye." He said, "Y'all see a disagreement and then you think it's beef. I actually reached out to try to understand him and try to see what's going on as a way to help. He took it to that point of hating me and talking about me when I am genuinely concerned about his well-being." And it's just like the answer he gave is like everybody in the world is the same way. I bet you Dave Chappelle could say the same thing. I'm concerned about his well-being. And he is pushing people away by choice.
But it goes further than the beef. Trevor didn't call it a beef. Trevor said the beef got to be both sides. It's only one side. But you got to look at. I want you to speak on everything that Kanye has done in the past 3 weeks. The comment that he made with the Jews. The comment that he made with slavery. The White Lives Matter church. I want to hear what you got to say about that.
I said it. It's a choice, and you're choosing to piss people off because in the past, with some slight piss off of people, you get
Trevor Noah.
But you are now at the point to where it's backfiring and you losing money. Now watch what I tell you. Next year, Kanye will finna come back with some unity, togetherness, one of his best albums in years, and it's all gonna be what people want to hear, what people want to do, want him to do.
Appreciate that, Craig.
In the good graces. So appreciate you coming in, man. And it's gonna happen because that's what they do. Now, like I said, he chose to do those things to rub people the wrong way because in the past, when you choose to do some things like that, it makes you money because you get the audience that you want that's gonna, man, yeah, Kanye, yeah, we're gonna do what he doing, rapper. But now he gonna piss off the wrong people. And now you messing with the money. And that's where the difference is gonna be. He gonna snap back to right. And he gonna be doing his artist. He gonna be back on the mountaintop with his choir and trying to get back on the good side.
Okay, Rodney. Okay, Rodney. You saying it's like you gave the definition of what I'm about to say. Kanye West is trying to stay relevant. You got to look at it. Every time nobody is talking about Kanye, he does something way out there that brings attention to himself. Look at how
he going to.
Okay, all right, Cantrell. Look here. But look at how he went, side by side with Donald Trump, and knew how that disrupted the African American community. Given, I don't even have to go back down to that and describe all what happened or whatever. But I mean, every time everybody forget about Kanye West, or Kanye West is not in the news, he do something to make him the news, or the media and everybody else, the world, social media, and all talk about him. And so, just like you said, when he make himself relevant, he drop an album, and guess what happens? Everybody buys it. And I don't know if he's going to bounce back and it's going to sell this time. I think the only people that's going to they're going to buy his album now are Nazis and white supremacists.
That's it. And then they're going to be surprised because they're going to be what they think. Now, Tony made one comment. He forgot who the Jews are, or maybe he doesn't know. Read that Bible. Yeah. Let me tell you what. This ain't got nothing to do with what I mean. It kind of can, but this part doesn't really. I'm not referencing that. Jews control most of the money in the United States. You pissed off the wrong people. It ain't about the religious part of it. I mean, that's on the surface. That's what it is. But you don't know. A lot of people don't realize Jews control interest rates. They control the media. They control money. They control banks. People don't understand that. That's the biggest part of this. You messing with the money, and you messing with everybody's money now, not just one sector. So when you piss them off, you piss off everybody that deal with them. And guess who deal with them? Me, you, Washington, South Carolina, North Carolina. Everybody did.
Well, he lost Adidas and Gap, But this is what. No, but look. This is what ticks me off about Adidas. When he made the White Lives Matter and the comment about slavery was a choice, Adidas never acted. They were like, well, we got to investigate and look at some things and this and get that and the third. But it wasn't until he made the comment about the Jews they acted quickly.
Guess who else didn't react until they came out?
Hey, no, you said money, but who you think who buy Adidas stuff?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, come on, man. My deal is this. When he said something about the black community, something that offended the black community, it was him, and it wasn't even addressed really. But when he said something about the Jews, oh no, you got to go. Bye. We holler at you. I mean, come on, man. But my bad. This is America.
Now, I will tell you this. Guess who left his sports agency today?
Who that?
Aaron Donald.
Who?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald was silly for even signing with his sports agency.
But
I never agree. I never agreed with that. He was better off signing with Master P. Oh,
get out of here! My food ready. Y'all understand what we saying? Keep it going. We finna roll. Ray drinking apple juice, and I'm finna drink some water. And y'all have a good night. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Midterm election next week. Get out and vote.
We appreciate everybody who stopped by to listen today. Join us again next week, right here on the R&R Show.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. Thank y'all for bringing that energy tonight. I really appreciate it. Love y'all. Get out and vote. Make your voice heard. Midterm election next week, baby.
Man, be great, man. I can tell her the Steelers favored to lose by 11 and a half. Hey, man, we out. Y'all be good. Peace.